Welcome to Kaylin D TV.
Hey, what's up, y'all, and welcome back to Kaylin D TV. Today, I'm here with my family, and we're switching it up a little bit on my channel. It's almost the end of 2017, and we are here to talk about our favorite hip-hop rap music of 2017, and that means albums, songs, artists. We're really inspired by shows like Everyday Struggle and
Rest in peace.
what else? What else are we inspired by?
Everyday.
Charlamagne the God.
Charlamagne, Breakfast Club,
Joe
and
Budden.
Joe, of course, Joe Budden. And we like to share, our personal opinions on what we think about these artists. We get into a lot of heavy disagreements when it comes to our favorite artists, but today we're just going to share it for you. Everybody has it down. We hope you like this video. Please feel free to chime in, share this video with your friends. If you have any similar opinions with us, or if you don't have any similar opinions with us, please put it down in the comments below. And we're just going to get this show started. Okay.
Well, just as a disclaimer, we're also including contemporary R&B into this, so don't get confused when you hear something that's not typical hip-hop, or what you think about when you hear hip-hop. But we're just going to go for hip-hop, rap, and R&B included.
Okay.
Let's get this kicked off with our top 5 hip-hop albums of 2017. My number 5, Drake, More Life. Okay, I have the music playing in the background. That was one of the best hip-hop albums, one of the best albums for me, period, this year. I like More Life better than I did Views, in my opinion. I thought Drake came with a little more range in this one, kind of with some island feel. His flows were on point. His collabs throughout the album. As far as the singing, the damn Passion Fruit was just amazing to me.
But More Life
Gail
was not an
Castor.
album. It was a playlist.
That's what I wanted to go with.
So,
Yeah, how do you feel about you choosing a playlist for your 5th album?
When the playlist got 18 plus songs, however many damn songs on there, that's a damn album.
Okay.
I don't
you think
care.
it's an album?
So-
You think it's an album?
Why do y'all think he called it a playlist? Why?
I think because there was leftover songs from Views, and he wanted to put it together. Well, it doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, but he wanted to put it together because it's like the B-sides. Like, it's a lot of songs that don't make sense together, which I don't believe they do. It's just more of like, let's just chill, let's just kick back and play these songs. Nothing really crossed the level of a theme or good transitions to me.
I also think it's just a catchy thing that artists do now. So he has a playlist. Certain artists, well, we're not making an album. We have a project. So sometimes they don't want to use the word album as a thing, just because of the expectations that come with that. So we'll say, it's not a mixtape, it's a EP, it's a project, it's a playlist, just to try maybe to damper your expectations of the album.
Exactly, yeah. I don't think he was truly proud of it as a standalone album in this collection. That's why he chose to call it a playlist.
Okay.
I think it's a good choice.
Number 5 for me is Forever is a Mighty Long Time by Big Crit.
Okay.
Okay.
So
okay.
I'm not into Southern rap. I've not really listened to guys like that, but I heard on Everyday Struggle them praising it, and I figured I've tried a bunch of different albums this year, so I might as well just dive into it. Confetti starts off as a banger. It's really surprising. His wordplay is on point. It's great. And I put it at number 5. It would be higher had I listened to it more. I've only heard it 2-3 times while working and doing homework in school. So I can't say it's my favorite album of the year. I haven't had a lot of time to digest with it. And that's my opinion on that one.
Pause.
Whoa.
What?
How you gonna tell the people you only listen to it 2 or 3 times?
Okay, that's good enough.
Hold on. You can hear it and then
That's
say
okay.
His
you can
top
stand by
5
it.
is his top 5.
Because
album came out really
think
late,
about an
too.
album that came out yesterday. Like, it would be in 2017, but I already know that it's lit. I already know it's going to be fire.
Okay.
I agree. I'm
sorry.
totally fine with that.
Unpause.
All right. My 5th best album of 2017 is Culture by Migos. Now, at first, I wasn't going to put it on a list because it's Migos. Sorry, Culture was fire, okay?
Beeps exist.
Multiple songs on that album gave me life. The best song that gave me the most life was Kelly Price. That song is rocking. Bentley truck, yeah, that's my choice of ride. Skirt, skirt. Slippery. Get right with ya. All ass. Don't go to bed and bougie.
T-shirt.
Okay? T-shirt. Fire songs. What do y'all say?
I think it's great to point out the fact that we're not debating skill. We're not debating.
We're debating
finesse.
bangers.
We're debating what hit us the most, and I've been a personal witness of Kaylin bumping Migos all summer long.
Yes.
And I think the star power and the just like bangers on the album are just not deniable.
When I think about a top 5 album, right? Most people won't consider Migos a person who you sit there and listen to their album. But like I said, like the multiple songs I enjoy. Like towards the end of the album, I really didn't like it. I did like the song Going Out Your Way because that song, they were like paying homage to their family and their loved ones, their mother and grandmother and stuff. But as a whole, it was a great album. Like great cover art, great music on it, great features, Travis Scott, Gucci Mane. Like it was a good album, but I'm not gonna put it in my my number 1, but I definitely listened to that album on multiple different occasions, and Culture was fire. Did anybody else listen to Culture?
Yes.
Y'all too?
Not all the way through.
I don't listen to it. So
No,
fuck
wait,
Vegas.
Whoa. What are you holding?
Is it?
Whoa.
Brent, did you listen to it?
I didn't listen to it all the way through. I couldn't finish it.
Oh, it was bad?
Yes.
Too much mumble rap. I
Dang.
couldn't do it.
Alright.
Migos they're the artists that's going to stay regardless because they have really good staying power and they're really good as a unit. I don't appreciate their music. I get why people do. I don't knock you for it. It's not my cup of tea. I'm just waiting for the Takeoff solo mix solo album, but
Really?
What you say?
Yeah.
He made Waiting for Takeoff solo album.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
I don't-
good luck. That's really gonna be mumble rap.
I don't knock you for it, Kaylin, because I love their singles. Every single from Culture, this year was fire, and I bumped them heavily. But as far as listening to the whole album, I couldn't do it.
Okay.
All right.
That was my number 5.
Okay. So my 5th best album of 2017 is going to be No One Ever Really Dies, NERD. Okay?
Wow.
Busted onto the scene. They're back. I just got a new type of tease from them. I'm just very happy that they never sound like anybody else. They're very creative in their music. Lemon, amazing single to me.
I know.
A lot of people don't like it. That's fine. I thought the features on this album, super impressive. Rihanna, Gucci Mane, which I don't normally like, but just his part on that song, fire. Wale's part on that song, fire.
Lemon?
No, Voila. It was one of my favorite songs in the albums. Andre 3000, Kendrick Lamar on multiple occasions. I just thought it was fire. I thought it was out the box. The beats were fire. And yeah, it was just a new look. And I think that they're bringing back more of their original vibe from NERD, where they're kind of pushing the limits. They're also making some political statements on the album, so I enjoyed it. But it's also a new one too, so I've only listened to it for like a couple weeks since it just came out. But I thought that it deserved to be in the top 5.
So that's why you're okay with the 2 or 3 listens that Kevin was talking about.
No, I've listened to it way more times than 2 or 3 times.
Oh,
but
okay.
I just feel like, if something stands out to you from love at first sight type of tease, then it deserves to be in your top 5.
No, yeah, it was a good album. My first time I listened to it, I was not feeling it. I said, I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
But there was something that made me come back. And I think it was just some beats I could hear they were rocking. I could hear them working out. But then, second time I said, yeah, this is good. Like Yoke said, the political views, Kendrick on there a few times, having Andre 3000, and he's actually spitting verses. Andre 3000 doesn't do that for everybody. You don't just feature on everybody's stuff. If you do feature on your stuff, sometimes he might do a hook, he might sing a little bit, but as far as rapping, you don't do that for everybody. So that was huge. And yeah, the beats were good. The production, of course, was really good. Nerd, with Pharrell on there, I enjoyed it as well. I feel you, yo.
And the song "Don't Do It," it's like one of the political songs in the album. Like, I just love how it's not blatantly political. Some people try to be fake woke. Like, they just try to, just make a song and just say something because they want to say it. Like, fuck the cops, do all that stuff. But it's just an understated song, and it's just like something that you can actually dance to, but you're also thinking about the lyrics and be like, oh shit, like this is something that's deeper than what it appears. So I like that. I like that that process when it comes to listening to new music.
Pharrell is also a vampire.
He also is. Yes, he is.
As a person who used to really enjoy NERD, I am going to try it. I did not listen to the album, so I can't really attest to anything. However, I really didn't like Lemon as much. When I heard the whole song, I didn't like it. I like the bullet with a lemon, like with the Rihanna part, but like when I listened to the whole song, it just wasn't. It didn't do anything for me. But I will try it. That's all I can do. All right, what's your fourth, Brent?
My fourth favorite hip hop album of this year is Tyler the Creator, Flower Boy. You know, I've been a Tyler fan really because of Ariel here for quite some time.
Really?
Yeah, you were my first. You introduced me to him. Yeah, but and some of his past works, you know, pretty blasphemous and kind of off the wall. Mm-hmm. And though some songs I like, some songs I couldn't really feel. Mm-hmm. I felt like he couldn't put a whole album together. That was just my opinion. But this time around, he pulled a complete album together, and I love it. You know, some of the features with put the boy Jaden Smith on there, really like the first one in hip hop to do that. And you know, of course, Frank Ocean on there a few times, who's another one of my favorites. So you know, I think the whole album is fire. I don't skip a song. Now I'm looking at the lit lineup here. I absolutely love 911. You know, Mr. Lonely. The song is just amazing. That's one. You know, that's one of the ones featuring Frank Ocean. Boredom, Garden Shed, you know, November, just a few highlights of mine. It's just, the production too is just first class, A1. Big props to my man Tyler on this one. I really enjoyed this album.
I completely agree with that one. I haven't gotten much time with that one, but as I used to be a huge Tyler the Creator fan, I fell off mainly because I felt like he was just a shock rapper. He would just say how many times I can say the N-word or the F-word in a song to make you say, oh, that's dope and cool. You can kind of see that Tyler's a lot more mature with this album. His beat selection, his music selection is a lot different. So number 4 for me is Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
Whoa! Kevin!
Okay.
Wow. I will admit, I really enjoy this album.
Wow.
Most of those songs are hit or miss to me. When it comes to the singles, I really appreciate the singles. I really love them, but songs like God, Yeah.
That's my favorite song, God.
Are you speaking of Akai right now or something?
Yay.
No, in my opinion,
Okay, I'm sorry.
I think it's a good album. I don't think it's better than Pimp a Butterfly. I don't think it's better than called Good Kid, Mad City. This has nothing to do with saying it's a bad album. I wouldn't put it saying like, oh, this is the song I would mention. It's a great album. I can listen to these songs a lot. But I would be lying if I say like, oh, this is my favorite Kendrick album, or this is one of his best of the three.
I feel like I can.
I would.
Okay, I mean, dang. Kevin.
That's fine.
Number 4?
That's fine.
Okay.
If you don't fuck with it that much, that heavy, then you don't have to put it in your top.
To me, it was his weakest album to me.
Okay, but God is my favorite. One of my favorite songs.
That's not one of my favorite
That's not
songs.
one
It's one of my favorite songs.
Not one of my favorites.
Left it to the bank. Like, oh, okay. All right. I'm going to go into my 4th album. Y'all probably don't even know it.
I do.
My 4th album is self-titled by Her. You ever heard of her?
You've told me about her.
She is a very great singer. No one knows what she looks like. When she does concerts and stuff, she takes pictures, she covers up her face. She is known for the song Best Part with Daniel Caesar. A lot of people know her on that song, but I just have to say her album came out and it's fire. Multiple songs that I like. Losing, Facts, Can You Focus on Me? That's another great song. And I thought she was just going to be like some mixtape girl, but you know, like I said, she combined with Daniel Caesar and made Best Part, and I think that might be a wedding song for me or something like that. But I just like it. I like her album, and I like her, and I'm excited to hear more from her.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think her had beautiful projects, but I feel like I didn't really listen to her whole album as much as I
It's a
did
lot
just
of
part of
songs.
songs. Yeah,
It's a lot of songs.
Of course, Daniel Caesar, Travis Fire. It's amazing. Her voice is just so perfect.
Yeah.
it's very good.
She has range.
Yeah. So, yeah, the tone really stands out for her. So, yeah, I think that's great. Anybody else have anything to say about her?
I listened to her off of Kaylin's recommendation, and I couldn't finish the album.
Is it right? Yeah.
First of all, it was too long. I hate long albums. I put up with them, but when you get to 18, I think that's too long. I think the perfect album
Coming from the
length-
person who had more life in this time.
I know.
Whoa.
Okay.
Wowee.
Sorry. Just
Sometimes, okay, it's gotta be all fire from the top, but I'm sorry.
But More Life was not fire from start to end. I only listened to after Portland on down, and then I stopped after 4422.
Okay. That's your opinion, but I don't generally like long albums. Keep it around 12 to 14 songs. But anyway, not just that, but just feel like it was the same song over and over. I only listened to it once, so give me a break. But, you know,
You listen to it, that's enough.
yeah, I just wasn't feeling it.
Okay.
That's just my opinion. But okay, I respect. She can sing, I can give you that. I respect where you're coming from, Kaylin.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm not sure about anybody else who knows that much about this girl. But talk about a late addition for the year. My fourth best album of 2017 is Sabrina Claudio's About Time.
Does she rap?
She's a rapper, I'm sure.
Sabrina.
She does not rap. She is part of the R&B new wave soul genre. And when I'm thinking about the albums that I couldn't stop playing and I couldn't stop getting out of my head and I wanted to play again, this is one of those albums. And excuse me, if you know me, you know that I have a sugary sweet side. Or at least I love to have I love to listen to sugar. Maybe not my personality,
What does that
but
mean?
with my music, I like sugary sweet singers. And I'm talking about tone quality. Maybe that's me and Destiny thing, but I just feel like I like beautiful voices, and her voice is impeccable to me. And she gives me, just like that neo soul tease that I really didn't think I liked that much. So I like the instrumentals in the album. I like her voice. She's young. She's 21, but she's singing about real shit. Like, I think it's pretty beautiful. So that's my fourth one. I don't know if everyone wants to shade it or not, but that's something that I really like to listen
Can't
to.
shade no one I ever heard about.
Yes, me either. My number 3, okay. I guess I'm keeping the trend of niggas people never heard of before. Odyssey. He is a producer and a rapper, and his album The Iceberg came out early in 2017 and is excellent. He's a rapper that doesn't use profanity, at least in this album. And the flow, the writing, the storytelling, the realness is on levels of, in this album, like J. Cole and Nas and people like that. And I've tried to get some of these people to listen to him, but they kind of laughed him out the room. And
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're talking
Y'all
about.
didn't laugh him out the room. I'm being unfair.
Oh.
But we
Sorry.
we play videos sometimes. Y'all didn't pay him no mind. It was other stuff going on too. But yeah, the album for me this year was just everything. It was deep. He of course talks about police brutality. He talks about the divides between racial divides that's happened with he tells a story about when he was a young man or a boy with a white friend, how they grew up and their views changed, stuff happened in their life where the Caucasian friend ended up hating black people, and man, it was just deep. And the beats are fire because he started out as a producer producing kind of electronica beats, but now he's more hip-hop beats and his flows on it are just pristine.
So number 3 for me is Sire by Jaden Smith.
Okay.
So I've been a fan of Jaden since the Cool tapes back in 12, and it just seems like this is a whole different person. Like, you can hear the gradual maturity in his music. So with the original starting 4 tracks for Blue, if you listen to the original Blue Ocean back from 2015, that song is garbage. When it's really whiny, it's him crying, begging for a girl.
So it's fucking bullshit.
Begging for
Yeah.
Kylie Jenner.
Wow. The next
Hate
four
her.
are basically the whole stages of his emotions through that whole breakup, whether it's ups and downs, him freaking out. The sound, the production levels are insane on this album. And James Smith has never been like a deep lyrical rapper, but James Smith has always been someone who can carry his own beat, has this great solid flow, and things like Breakfast with A$AP Rocky or George Jeff, Batman, they're all interesting songs. They're just a good quality album to me. And
I am just
it's a sleeper album because no one really expected James Smith to really knock it out of the park like that.
I enjoy Icon.
The production is out of this world. I don't know who is paying. He said it's his friend, right? Who produced the album? Yeah, the production's out of this world. I think that produce. If you talk about production value, that's definitely in my top 5. But yeah, it's a good album.
Yes. As far as production, I agree. Yeah, his lyrics too. He reaches some deep, he touches on some deep subjects, and his flow is really nice.
I disagree.
The production is amazing. Like everybody was saying.
What does he touch on that's deep? All the stuff I heard.
All the stuff about his breakup and how he's been feeling about it.
Well, he talks about how his shoe is these ain't no Louboutins. They bleeding with the blood of Martin Luther King, and he be talking about.
Or there's one that says you
prisons.
kill a kid for some Yeezys at the funeral. You're looking fly as hell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and he talks about privately owned prisons, how they wish they wouldn't, how they weren't private.
Okay, Jaden. All I can say was he had some beautiful gowns in his videos. I love the backdrop. I love the Teslas. I love his attitude. I love his grills. So I will give Sire a chance.
So 2018, we need to make.
But I will say, when I was in the car with my brother Kai and he played me that first song with Willow singing, Ariel thought it was fire. Didn't you say you liked that song with Willow singing?
Yeah.
I hated it. I hate that song. Maybe it was just me in the car, but it sounded like a whole bunch of whining and noise.
That's Jaden Smith.
Willow's voice isn't for everybody either.
So
Yeah.
My third album is Freudian by Daniel Caesar. Now, Freudian was a great album. I started out listening to Every Time I Look Into Your Eyes I See It. Is that
Get You?
Yes, Get You and Japanese Denim. Natural disaster. That voice of his is going to take him somewhere, okay? He's very young. He's got a nice aesthetic to him.
Yes.
And he doesn't care. He's not always on key. He's not always on cue. But he's right on for me. Now, my favorite song off that album is Best Part with him and her. That's a really great song. I probably listened to Best Part on repeat probably 100 times one day. It's a really great song. I did it until I learned the words. So, Daniel Caesar, it was kind of a dry album. It's not something you listen to all the time. But when I was at work, I was listening to the album over and over again because it was like a calming album. So I like it. It's one of the best albums of 2017 in my opinion.
I do have something to say. I tried to listen to this album, but I couldn't finish it either. The nigga can sing, no doubt. I'm not denying that. He has amazing talent too. I don't know if he plays any instruments. I think he does, right? Yeah. If he does any production with it, is crazy talented. I just didn't like some of his subject matter, and that's a big deal to me.
What?
Gospel influences?
No.
Oh, okay.
Some lines were weak. In that one song, his first single that you sang, the first song you sang from him.
Get You.
Everything you need is between your legs, and lines
Everything
like that.
I need is between those lines.
There we go. Come on, man. I don't know. That's just poor writing to me, and I don't feel that type of writing. And I heard it kind of over and over in a few songs, that same type of subject matter. This is not deep enough for me to match his level of voice that he's given me.
I have an answer to that, but have you seen his interview? He was on Jesus and Mero a couple months ago, and he was talking about how they were talking about Get You, and they were talking about how he wanted to pay homage to females and like the power of the P Because I feel like he
Color
doesn't.
of the PUSSY.
Because he feels like a lot of people don't get vulnerable in that sense and don't recognize the importance or whatever in his life personally. So I thought it was pretty cool. I didn't think it was like at a level where it's just like at face value. I think it's more of like everything I need, but like also more, like not just like physical, but
I didn't
like
know that.
everything.
I didn't know that about him.
Yeah.
So he got a couple more clue points from me.
Yeah.
I thought he wasn't that smart.
Yeah, maybe I'll check out that interview.
Yeah.
All right.
I just want to mention that me and Kaylin are best friends, and we agreed on a lot. And we agreed on the third best album of 2017. Mine is also Freudian by Daniel Caesar. He's fire. I keep on saying fire, but everybody on this list is fire to me. But he's so fun. I've discovered him on the Apple playlist. I think it was Mood.
Hashtag Mood.
Hashtag Mood. And I was just like, who is this? Sounding like Frank Ocean.
We were
but his
hipster.
own self. Like, I don't know. I just felt like he really like knocked it out of the park. I didn't feel the first time I listened to it, I didn't really like the kind of the gospel, like I thought it was a little overdone, but he also interviewed about like how like Christianity played a part in his life before, so it was interesting to hear about. But yeah, the title track of that album, the last song, is one of my favorites, Freudian, the song itself, and the bonus track at the end. First of all, I get creeped out at bonus tracks when it just like a silence for a little bit and the song comes in. I get freaked out.
I thought it was over.
Yes, but the little bonus track at the end is just beautiful. Like he's talking about just all the important women in his life. Dang, like it's just very vulnerable and very sensual, that album, but just smooth. It's just
Definitely
great.
a smooth album.
Yeah. Love
And
it.
he's not trying to be something that he's not.
True.
Like that's just him, you know.
He's from Toronto. Like I feel like that's not what the Toronto wave right now. Like he could have easily just hopped on
I
everybody
feel like he
else's
could have
song.
been like Khalid. I feel like Khalid is not who he is.
He's very young though. Khalid is like,
I think that isn't he the same age as like isn't he
No.
like 19?
well maybe.
I don't know.
I thought
But
Khalid is like in high school or something.
I just feel like Khalid is the new wave of that kind of singing weird and talking weird for no goddamn reason. But I don't think that Daniel Caesar is trying too hard.
He's bringing those traditional elements, those traditional like I'm gonna write a song.
This
into
nigga
this.
tapped into Kirk Franklin from way back when with I was wondering, can you hold me down? You know about some stuff if you tapping into that. So, you know, I like Daniel Caesar.
Grew up in the church.
This album?
Yeah, but Kirk Franklin said, can you hold me now? He said, can you hold me down?
Yeah.
So I was just like,
That's how we
cool.
learned how to play instruments and stuff through church, I believe.
I will
So-
reevaluate Daniel Caesar.
Try it again. He's pretty good. He can't sing live though. Good.
Good.
I thought he sounded good with Chance the Rapper on that thing they did together.
I love Magic Baby.
All right.
Wow.
Number 2.
We are getting there,
Fine,
y'all.
girl.
We are getting deep on this list now. With number 2, had to take it to my girl, Kalela. Take Me Apart.
I knew that was on there.
Number 2. This album,
Say it again for the people. Her
Kalela?
name, Kalela.
Yes, Kalela.
I thought it was Keela or something.
Oh no, Kalela. Take Me Apart. This album was another really special one for me this year, of course. Actually, I didn't really feel it on like my first 2 listens. And I'm going to tell you what kind of helped me revisit it. And you know, it was Pitchfork. They named their best album, best new music, I'm sorry. And her rating was like a 90, a 9.0 or something high, like 8.9 or something like that. And I said, wow, let me listen to it again. Listen to it again, and next thing I know, not like I needed to listen to it like 10 times, maybe 3rd or 4th listen, and I was done. It was over. Listened to it over and over. Another person who loves her a lot and who I'll be agreeing with her in her music taste is Issa Rae. Loves herself some Kalela, and songs just like, I don't know, the whole album. Another one where I don't skip a track. Production from my man Arca, who's my favorite producer right now, who produced some like FKA Twigs, some Bjork, some Kanye. He's a genius, very sexual. But the content though, it's done tastefully, in my opinion, and it's just really well written. The production is amazing. The music is awesome. You can just listen to it and it'll take you to places with her voices. With her voice, which is really beautiful as well, and I love it. It's like you're just making love with Kelela as you're listening to this song.
Whoa.
That's probably why he loves it so much.
Yes,
Kinda what it's
probably.
So number 2 for me is Control by SZA. Now, I really don't listen to that many Top Dog artists, to be honest, other than Kendrick, other than Schoolboy. I've tried Absol. I haven't really dived into Isaiah Rashad.
I like J-Rock. You ain't gotta like it, but the hood gon' love it. Watch a young nigga show his ass. I was like, about it.
Hey.
Y'all ain't like J-Rock song? You ain't gotta like it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alright then. Why you
And
ain't say shit?
Absol. Soul. Okay.
But yeah, with her album, it was really interesting to me, mainly because I never really thought I would like it. So I took it on one day at work when I was driving, just to see what it's like. Drew Barrymore Supermodel starts off with the album, which is a really interesting song. Drew Barrymore's great. Go Gina, Garden. My favorite became Anything, just because of the way it has that weird indie hipster style, which is kind of my aesthetic.
Yeah.
And it ends off really great with 20-somethings. I really like when artists kind of give you a reflection of themselves in their album.
Read.
And I feel like SZA lets you open the door into her. As you say, her insecurities and the way she feels about herself.
Read.
Which I really like.
Thank you.
Exactly why I was talking about Kelela. Like, you get SZA on this album, nothing else but SZA. You literally know, like, I feel like I'm looking, like, I'm here with her. Like, whenever I listen to her, like, I'm like, oh, she's one of my best friends. Or, like, she's just one of the girls, like, that I'm talking to or whatever. She's just so, like, relatable. And, again, I think it's more from a female perspective, but I think that it's awesome that you also connected with it as well. But, yes.
Anybody have anything else to attribute?
I couldn't connect with SZA.
But you can connect to Kelela because you want to have sex with her.
Everything you need
No.
between those thighs.
Yeah.
No, that's not why. Because SZA's a beautiful woman as well. But I don't know. It was just weird to me that there was some beautiful, amazing hip hop beats. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying the whole album wasn't good, but I listened to it. I didn't like it. Then I heard some rave reviews from some people who I really care about this side of the table, and then I revisited it. Tried to give it a real chance, but still some really good songs, some really amazing beats. Supermodel does start off with a really good, amazing beat, and I kind of vibe with that song, and I felt it. Of course, Love Galore, but just like my man is your man is her man.
Oh,
man,
Brent, you just don't like that she's saying that. He don't like that she's saying
Because it's from her
I
perspective.
don't
You don't
like
think
that
that's an
song.
ethical sentence, right?
I think she's lying and is ridiculous. I don't like that song, and not just that song.
What is she lying about?
But well, it's not lying. You don't want
I
your
think
man to
she's
be
making-
your man and their man and your man and
No,
my
what
man
she's
and-
saying is
And I'll just
Making
take
it
them
about
through
the
the weekend.
culture, about what the state of the world. Like, this is how people do all
these
the time.
niggas is out here cheating.
Yes.
And my man
Could be anybody
is
else.
her man too, and I
Yes.
don't even know. So at the end of the day,
No,
just give me him on the weekend.
It don't sound like, well, you're right, and she's just okay with that, just settling for, I'll just take the weekend. Then.
But we
That's
do
the
live in
difference.
But a lot of women are living
She's
that
making
life.
a statement about status
We
quo
are living in
on
a
how
side chick,
people.
side dude culture right now, where that's normal.
So how does that make the song good, though?
Because it's real.
Because
She's not
real.
gonna lie that, oh, I'm in a committed relationship and I love
And
the
she
guy.
might have been burnt
She's not
before.
being-
She's been burnt and she's been heartbroken before. So at this point, she like, just give me this stick on the weekend and I'll be fine until I find my real love.
She said, "I'm gonna own my sexuality. I'm gonna do me, and this is how it is right now. Like this is the new normal for
and subject matter.
relationships."
Yes, I don't want to keep hearing about giving dick and getting dick and all this other stuff.
But you just said Kalela's album was you having sex with her.
But she's not talking about it so blatantly and just without
Is it
any,
'cause it's from her
Okay, so you don't think it's tasteful?
It's not tasteful.
Okay,
Is it
well,
Not
because it's from her
tastefully done.
perspective, or is it because if it was
if
a
a
guy,
man was saying that,
Well-
would it change?
And that's a very interesting thing that you bring up because I said the same thing about Daniel Caesar. Everything in between your legs is what I need.
Yeah, you did.
I just hold R&B to a better level than what I'm expecting to hear when I put on Migos.
Rap. Okay.
Okay, and
All
she
right.
didn't meet that level for me. And I felt like some of the production was rocking, and then some kind of sounded like pop. And I have a huge problem with pop. If you know me, I don't like.
but you
pop.
like Kalela, who's weird.
It's
She's
not. It's not.
but
She's
it's not
electronica
real.
and R&B.
Pop, electronica straddles the line between pop women,
No, it
and I'm not
don't.
a pop sounding
Don't
like a
straddle
bitch.
pop, Kaylin, because you
All
don't
right.
listen to electronica.
I
And
do.
You will need to listen to it. To
You
know.
showed me those
Yes,
white
pop
girls,
influences.
and they sounded like pop.
Okay.
When you was like
Yes.
these girls.
Yes.
Electronica is like
Them,
chopped
yes.
and screwed pop.
Okay. My number 2 on the list
His control.
Whoa.
is
Let me stop.
Still a Take You Down Right on Your Mama Couch in Polo Socks. Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
Wow, sis.
That is my number 2. I am a Kendrick Lamar stan. I
so
love
great.
him so much. However, I am not going to say that this album was my favorite best album of 2017. It's not my favorite Kendrick album. However, it was fire. My favorite song on Damn probably is, I would say Bitch Be Humble, Sit Down. But I also like God a lot. I was the type of person that listened to it frontward and backward, trying to find out the story. I don't know what the story is. I loved, what is it called? What's his last name again? Duckworth. I love Duckworth. I love, if Top would have killed Ducky, I mean, fuck it. I can't, I'm too drunk to say it, but I love that song. That opened my eyes up. That gave me the Tupac song T from Pimp a Butterfly. I loved it. It was great. But Damn wasn't my top. It wasn't my number 1, but it was a great album. I listened to it multiple times. And yeah, it was a great album. But it's not number 1.
You gonna move straight on to me?
Yeah, you can move on.
Okay, so my second favorite album was also Damn by Kendrick Lamar.
What?
Me and Kayla had the same top 3. So
You know my top 1.
I'm pretty sure your number 1 is, but if it's not, I'll be surprised. But
I know what number 1
yeah,
is.
you
Go
have
ahead.
to know.
Go ahead.
But Kendrick, man, I also stand for Kendrick. I think Kendrick is the greatest of our time right now. Not being very, very well versed in rap. Gotta just say as a general statement, I wasn't that too impressed with rap this year. Maybe it's just because I didn't really go down that road as much as I usually do. But R&B infiltrated my life this whole year. And I think that a lot of the production, a lot of the new creatives that came out this year really impressed me. To the point where I didn't really, relate to a lot of rap albums this year. But Kendrick, it's always going to be right. It's always going to be right with him. Definitely not my top played or top fuck with album this year, but it's fire.
He deserves his flowers while
he is still alive.
Give
he
him his
deserves
flowers. Someone told me yesterday that Damn was not a good album, and I was looking at this person like, are you kidding me? Damn is a great album. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry it can't be Good Kid, Mad City. I'm sorry it can't be To Pimp a Butterfly, but it did what it was supposed to do. It made the statement it was supposed to make, and it touched people the way it was supposed to touch people. Yeah. I don't know what y'all niggas want.
Whoa.
I'm sorry. I don't know what y'all want Kendrick to do. People want Kendrick to give them... I don't know what y'all want him to give you, but he gave you a great album. It was a great album.
Yeah. I mean, definitely my top rap album of 2017.
Top rap album of 2017, easily yes.
Top rap album of 2017. But things that I personally connected with this year, I think something else tops that. But I also just always want to pay homage to Kenny. He's lit. He's lit, and he'll ever be lit.
He's the greatest rapper alive, in my opinion.
Yes. But yeah.
Okay.
So before we get to number 1, let's do honorable mentions, and then you do your number 1. So you would say, here are the guys I would say are honorable mentions, and then I'll go number 1.
Honorable mentions, Thundercat. He's a bassist. He did some bass for Kendrick Lamar and To Pimp a Butterfly, and he sings, and he's R&B, and he's just really good, really smooth and chill this year. Honorable mention, Kodak Black, Painting Pictures, and Project Baby 2.
We don't support Kodak Black,
especially Project Baby 2. That's a shout out for Kai, really. He ain't no real honorable mention, but that's just for my man Kai. We love you. Joey Badass, really.
Yes.
American Badass. That's a true honorable mention.
All American Badass. Yes, I will say.
Yes, and that's it.
All right.
That's
no Vince Staples for you.
Vince Staples. I didn't get that.
Okay, I was very shocked.
Vince Staples.
Oh, number 1
is honorable mention.
Oh, I was about to say what?
Along with Jay-Z for 444.
All right.
Vic Mensa
No.
had a few good songs on his album.
No. Let me say something about Vic Mensa's album.
Rhapsody.
Okay.
Rhapsody.
Rhapsody, I want to put you on my list so bad. I tried so many different combinations to get you on here because your album was fire. My girl, you number 6 for sure. Number 6 for sure on my list. I'm sorry. You want to talk about
I just wanted to talk about Vic Mensa. Now let me tell y'all something about
Jaden? There's another honorable mention and NERD, but now I'm done. Vic Mensa.
Vic Mensa, I tried your album. I tried with you, and it was bullshit to me.
Whoa.
I like you.
Fucking bullshit.
I like you. Me and you have the same birthday, June 6, 1993. I would have thought we would have had a connection. I don't know what era you're going. I like you when you are spazzing out, and what is the word we always use him? And full of rage. But you are trying to be a rock star, and maybe you really are a rock star, but just from looking at your old music with Chance, that really wasn't your personality. You're doing too much singing. No, you need to stop singing. Stay in your lane.
That's where
It's just too much singing. It's
That's too much singing on
whining.
the album. I don't mind him singing. The first song I really heard with him was Orange Soda.
You sound a mess. He sounds a mess.
But there's a lot of songs that stand on that I can sing. Like Down for Some Ignorance, Heaven on Earth, Wings.
I like
There's a lot of great
Homewrecker.
songs.
I like Homewrecker. The story about Homewrecker was very good. But, again, Homewrecker! Stop it! Stop singing,
I
Vic Mensa.
I didn't even know he put out an album this year.
Oh.
To be
Vic,
honest, I did.
Please, Vic, I'm asking you.
I didn't know he
Stop
put out an
singing.
album. I did not.
All right, go ahead to your number 1, Brent.
Number 1.
You see how this nigga pull everybody something besides me.
Oh,
Maybe
I'm
I
sorry,
want
you
some
mixing something.
Imperial Red.
It's gone. I'm sorry. There's another bottle over there we can open.
Go ahead, Brent.
I think that clearly I'm the only one here at this table with any sense, I think. Right now, because I know what these people are going to say. They just blew my mind at the top of this list. I just can't believe it. I mean, I'm gonna say what I have to say about their number 1 when they say it, but I just don't see it. And it has to be me. Damn, Kendrick Lamar is my number 1. This album was, of course, yes, best hip hop album this year. It was amazing. He just gave us Kung Fu Kenny is what he gave us.
Kung Fu Kenny now.
He gave us his blood, his DNA, and he gave us his feel. And we saw pride. He was humble. It was lust in there, love. It was some XXX. I felt fear, and I was giving thanks to God in this album and everything. It was all in there.
Yes.
Just as we went from Kenny, and
This album opened us up a little bit more about Kenny.
Yeah.
I agree with that, and I agree with what Ariel or Kaylin was kind of saying earlier. Every album don't gotta be a motherfucking story movie.
Yes.
I don't need that from him every time. He's done it a few times, and it was life given unto me.
Yes.
But he can make a fire ass album, and it don't need to have no story to it.
Yes.
I don't need to hear no story. I just need to hear fire ass songs, song after song after song.
And give me fire ass songs, but also give me subliminal messages at the same time.
Yeah, and he's
Okay.
giving us that in each song.
Give me a deeper tease.
Another album where I don't need to skip any songs. Yes, of course, when you're getting acclimated to a new album, there were some songs I wasn't feeling so much. I didn't feel love so much.
I
didn't
like
feel
you
album
too,
so
the
much.
one with you two on it.
Oh, that's fire to me. But I didn't feel love. I didn't feel God so much in this song. But upon listening, and now they're even singles, and of course that's past weeks now because they are fire to me. And just Fear and XXX are just that's two of my favorites right there. Fear might be my favorite.
Yes.
XXX. Feel. Excuse me. Feel is just crazy. Thank you, Kevin Kev, because Element is
Yes, I forgot about Element.
How deep is DNA?
What about the videos? The visuals Kenny gave us.
Lust is fire.
He's a creator. He's a
The music videos themselves could put them at number 1.
Yes.
Kendrick Lamar, he needs to pull a Beyonce and just give us visuals for every song.
Yeah, I
Every
agree.
song.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And put it on HBO or something.
The team around him is incredible as well. Like he has the littest crew, like of all of them. So
Yeah, his lyrics were just amazing. You know, his flow is impeccable. It's untouched the way he can just switch flows and change his damn voice, just do everything. And,
Yes.
And the features were really cool on this album because he didn't have, you know, like rap features with him, which I respect that. Just had a few people on the hook. U2 came in. That was really weird. That was real different.
But
and of course,
great.
Rihanna.
when I saw U2 on there, I was like, Jesus. I was about to be like, this is about to be
This
terrible.
is going to be bad.
But,
Can we give what's the name of honorable mention? Goddamn, what's that nigga name? James Blake.
He's not hip
Oh,
hop
yeah.
though.
James was
But
one of
Element,
the producers
right?
on
Element.
Damn.
Oh, I didn't talk about his album.
Yeah, he was a producer on Damn. And James Blake,
The Element was one of the songs.
yes,
Mhm.
you are godsend.
He's incredible.
So that's my number one hip hop album for the year.
All right.
So, honorable mentions for number one. Well, one of the first ones is 1992 Deluxe by Princess Nokia. It's
Oh no, I'm sorry.
so she's a small up and coming New York rapper. It's a lot of that. I want to put it there because I like a lot of the tracks like Golf Kid or Bart Simpson or ABCs of New York. But certain songs like Katana or what's it called? Well, some of her songs just are hit or miss depending on how she raps, and she has two different flows. One that can be a darker, slower voice, a deeper, slower voice, and it's a high pitched, high velocity songs like Katana. I do not like.
Okay.
Then I would say Mumble Rap by Belly. Belly is an OVO artist who dropped an album this year.
Okay.
Mumble Rap was fire. I think it was great. I don't think it was. I want to hear more to the point, more of him, so I can put him on that level next year. But things like Lullaby, I thought were great. I think he can really stand, especially his feature in No Limit. I actually got to hear that now. I like his big feature in that one. One sec. Then I would say Flower Boy. I didn't give this album much to listen because I was over Tyler the Creator. I thought, oh, he's too edgy for me anymore. I don't care about him anymore. He's just a shock factor for music. And now Kai put the words right out my mouth. He made me eat those words because I'm impressed by that album. Tyler silenced me as a critic. I can't argue with that one. I would want to say, y'all might judge me for this, 17 by XXXTentacion. It's
All right. Thank y'all for watching Kaylin
It's been a
TV.
great time.
That album was trash.
No, I agree with Kevin.
I hate that album.
I'm mad I didn't mention it.
No.
I just don't support him in
so
any way.
I don't
No.
support him either
I
right
understand that. Yeah.
But
That no.
I had to separate the artist from the music. And I think I don't like when he's screaming with the loud basses in his songs, but when he can slow it down, things like Everybody Dies in Their Nightmares or Jocelyn Flores, I think are really fire songs.
To
Or
be honest, the musicality of that album is nice. But I just
It
don't
was not what I expected from
that's what I'm glad about. Like,
But
if it was an entire album dedicated to like look at me songs, I would not have enjoyed it.
Look at Me was my favorite song by XXXTentacion. However, remember when I said some people are trying too hard? I definitely think he was trying too hard. That's just me.
No,
I think it was.
I
He used
see
to be a
that.
fake deep tea.
Yes, he's
Yeah,
fake.
I
deep.
see that because, like I got that arguments about it before. I feel his words don't match his actions,
Yeah.
but I'm separating the artist from the person.
That's okay.
This album I completely fuck with. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's To Fuck Love with Trippie Redd is fire. Then I want to say Saturation Trilogy by Brockhampton.
Okay.
They're interesting. They're more of a up and coming odd future. The main thing I want to say is that I respect their hustle. You put 3 albums out in 1 year. I gotta give credit where credit is due.
Okay.
Then the last one I would say is Everybody. It's my the same way I don't like Kendrick's album. It's my least favorite of the 3.
It's your honorable mention?
Yeah, it's my least favorite of the 3.
Of what 3?
Under Pressure and The Credible True Story.
That is honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Logic
It's
is
a
Kevin's
great-
honorable mention, y'all.
Yeah.
So what's your top, Kevin? Let's
My
go to
number
your
1
top.
is All American Badass by Joey Badass.
Okay.
Oh,
great.
oh,
Good job.
We thought he was
got
going to
that
say Logic.
I knew.
I know it was
I've been listening to Joey longer than all y'all.
I don't
Get
care.
out of here.
We're happy because it's not Logic.
Yes, I knew everybody was about to come out this man's mouth.
Rick kept saying, so everybody's your honorable mention.
And I was about to go off, but
I've been.
Okay, give
No,
Joey his true
I-
praise.
yeah, give Joey
Give
some-
Joey his
Hold on.
praise.
I listened to Joey longer than I listened to Logic, the main thing.
Great.
And so it's just like, don't trip on
Doesn't
that.
matter.
But it's just, I'm just saying. I'm not just. Logic never fan number one. But, so, from 1999 to Badass to his first album, Joey has been increasing over and over and stepping up his game.
Yes.
This album, I feel like, so Badass last album was some tease of just him trying to be woke on certain songs, like Christ Conscious or Jesus View or On and On. But I feel like this album, he kind of came into his stride. He's no longer trying to say, "Oh, I'm the 90s album mixed and beat guy. I can rap on whatever now." Songs like "Devastated," which a lot of us, the core fan base, did not like because it was too new style, and too different from him. Mm-hmm. But I want him to evolve, and this whole album was an evolution of Joey. So hearing things like "Why You Don't Love Me," which to me I resonate a lot with, because as a black man in America, it's just "Why the fuck are you putting me down all the time?" Mm-hmm. Songs like that, or "Legendary" with J. Cole.
Yeah, Legendary. Snap it up.
Ring the Alarm. Shout out to
What's
Flatbush.
the one I like? What's the one I like though? All right, sorry.
Temptation.
No, it was enough.
But so
3 Ks, 2 A's in America.
Yeah,
I'm just
Linda
a
the
black
Freak.
spade born, not the nebula. That
I
shit
think
is
Joey
rocking.
brought this album.
Yes.
I think shout out to that.
I agree, Kevin. I love that.
Shout out Beast Coast.
Okay.
Yes.
Here's my honorable mentions, and I'm going to keep it quick for that ass. More Life by Drake, because I like several songs on there. I'm getting a little hot. All American Badass, because I liked 3 Ks, 2 A's in America. That was my favorite one. I also like Devastated. I also like Temptation, whatever it's called. Disclaimer, I didn't have a lot of 2017 albums, but I'm going to give you 2 more that's not really 2017. I'm going to give an honorable mention to For Your Eyes Only by J. Cole, just because I'm a stan.
Here we go.
Just because I'm a stan. It came out in December 2016. I went and saw him in concert this year, and I was shook and triggered. So I didn't really like that album. It was a great album, but it wasn't my
shout out an album that
speed,
you don't like.
because it did do what it was worth. Deja Vu did a great time on the radio, Neighbors, all that. So shout out to J. Cole for Your Eyes Only. It wasn't my fave, but hey. Number 2, other one is going to be Yes Lord by Anderson .Paak. It came out in October 2016.
You can't do that, Kaylin.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
It's her channel, I guess.
Shout out to that, because I didn't listen to a lot of songs that were 2017 songs this year. Those are the 2 albums I really, well, never mind. Anyway.
Can I shout out Tupac, then All Eyes on Me?
Okay. Alright.
Let's Domino 19.
Okay. Fine. Let me give out to Beyonce self-titled from 2014. Sorry. And my favorite album of 2017 goes like this. Real niggas do not deserve pussy. Control by SZA.
Real niggas don't deserve it? Is that what she said?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, SZA gave us an open diary with Control. Oof. I have not been a stan of SZA. I enjoyed that one song with Chance called Child's Play. I enjoyed Caretaker with her and Drum. I always liked her style. I never really listened to her music except those 2 songs. But when Control came out, I listened to it and I was like, okay. Then I listened to it. Then I listened to it again, and I kept listening to it. She literally talked about the insecurities that a lot of women talk about or feel. Like she tapped in. Yeah, she tapped in on those insecurities. I don't know. I really enjoyed it. I listened to it again and again and again. I can listen to it start to end. The interludes did not get on my nerves. Usually interludes get on my nerves, but they didn't. And I must say my favorite song on that album is Say It Like That, Garden Say It Like That. It's my favorite song. I also enjoyed the visuals for Love Galore. Even though Love Galore was on the radio, it did not bother me. I still can listen to it today and rock off. That was really weird. And rock out. So congrats, you won, sis. Over Kenny.
That's kind of nasty throwing it.
That's not nasty.
They're disrespectful over Kenny and through shit.
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
Sorry, Kenny.
Take this.
Sorry.
Sorry, Kendrick. Yeah. I mean, you already know what it is with me. This is so funny that we have the same top 3 because we are very different in music tastes, like in general.
Aren't you half of the same nigga?
No, we not.
What is it?
Yeah,
We two halves of the same nigga.
No, sis. But SZA she really came through. I think she delivered. She was gone for a while.
She was gone.
And people were just like, okay, what's tea, sis? Like, are you really coming through with the fire? Like, what's gonna happen? I listened to that the first time, and I was just like, it was just an immediate connection for me. The more times I listened to it, the more I could uncover from that album. Garden, it's just...
Same favorite song.
Yeah, Garden is fire. Yeah, I really don't have much else to say other than what's already been said. She's maturing. She's coming into her look.
Yes.
She's coming into her
Day
look
by day.
as an artist. And I feel like she was given the right reins on this album because I feel like her previous projects were good, but you really didn't scratch the surface of who she was. But now she laid it out on the table. This is who she is. She's going to say it like it is, no matter who likes it, who doesn't like it. She's great. I think she did amazing this year, and I'm looking forward to her future projects. She has a lot to look up for. That's what I'm scared about, or a lot to live up to. I think, in my opinion, because if her next album, like, if it doesn't come through, like, I don't know what to expect. So I just have a lot of expectations for her new project.
Thank y'all for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed hearing our opinions on our favorite rap albums of 2017. Let us know. Did me and Ariel agreeing take you for a loophole? Like, could you believe that we made Control top #1 hip hop R&B album of 2017? What did you think about Kevin? What did you think about Brent and Damn? We want to know your opinions, y'all. Make sure that you leave a comment below and share this video to your friends. And I'll let my people chime in. And if y'all have anything to say,
And we want to know your top 5.
Yes.
As well in the comments. So, yeah, let us know. And let us know if there's any other videos you want us to make, music related, debating.
Do music, do movies, do
Yeah.
TV shows. But if you're going to put any Lil Pump comments, don't even bother.
Whoa. Shots
Yeah.
All right, let's just
And
say
if
this
you wanna-
before we... Oh, go ahead. I was going to say who needs to stay in 2017, but go
Oh,
ahead.
that's what I was gonna say actually. So you want to lead it up, set it up.
Who needs to stay in 2017? We're going to end on this note. My vote is Gucci Gang, Trippie Redd, and Famous Dex, and Gunmo 6969. All y'all niggas stay in 2017. That mumble rap shit was fun for 2017, but I ain't trying to hit. I'm not trying to hit the evolution of mumble rap coming to 18. So all y'all niggas that got the colorful hair, I don't want to see y'all. And that includes you, Yachty.
Dang, that was mine. Yachty was
Except
mine.
Uzi.
Uzi, right?
Except Uzi, he can come.
Lil Yachty can stay in 2017 for me.
Thank you. All right, who you think, Brent? Hurry up, nigga.
Left and right cheek needs to side. Side.
Stop.
That's the greatest.
I'm joking. Logic needs to stay in 2017. And all his interracial fake ass rap about being disrespected and all this other stuff that I don't understand or identify with, or I don't understand where he's coming from. Maybe okay, just stay in 2017.
All right.
Whoa.
So
Whew.
I'm glad you went first before me.
You're making it
For starters,
Hurry up.
Pressure, you need to stay in 2017. Gunmo, you need to stay in 2017. All you Baltimore rappers,
Oh!
talking
Shots
to all of
fired.
y'all. Y'all ain't going nowhere. All the people talking about Logic.
No.
Don't listen to the album.
Whoa.
You don't listen to nothing.
I listen to that shit.
You listen to one album, and then you're like, yeah, he's too light skinned for me. I like my black rapper a little darker than me. No.
No.
Drake
was on my top 5.
Drake, he's light enough. No, get that out of here.
No.
Whoa.
You don't build a rapper, alright? You ain't build a band, alright?
We talking about rappers who need to stay. And you coming for me? I need to stay in 2017?
Yes.
You saying? No, that's not even what we debating right now.
I'm
okay?
just coming up for
I ain't no rapper.
Okay, let's
Tall
wrap it up.
rappers need to stay in 2017. Stick to the script.
Logic.
Okay,
How about
Chance
this?
the Rapper. Keep your little voice. 2017. Cock a gun like Joe Budden said. Joe Budden stay in 2017.
No.
Everyday
No.
struggle stay in 2017.
No.
No,
It's
Joe
all
Budden
over for
coming
you.
out.
Listen, Logic. Here's what my advice for you to stay in 2017. I don't want to hear about your race ever again in 2018.
Whoa.
We know you're mixed.
Yes.
We know
Oh,
your daddy is
that
black.
Logic meme stay in 2017. That meme, the whole state, you know you're mixed. Stay there.
Yes.
Keep that.
We know you're mixed.
Logic.
Now let's hear you rap.
Logic, keep your identity in 2017.
Yeah.
You
Listen,
heard
Logic.
him rap for like 5 more previous years.
I've heard him rap past weeks. And Logic, I think you are fun. You seem like a nice guy.
Yeah.
The gag is.
You seem like you have a good heart.
Yes.
But I don't want to hear anything else about you not understanding your mixed identity because I've heard it for past weeks.
It's
Can
not
we-
understanding your mixed identity. It's for people like Brent Johnson.
Let's just
because-
hear Logic rap about something else
He already
and
did.
keep that cookie cutter music back in 2017. You made your point with the Suicide song. I think it was a great idea. However, if you're gonna call yourself a rapper, that was very pop to me. And also with what's the other song he came out with that was got on my nerves? Suicide song.
Never listened to it.
Black Spider-Man.
Oh yeah.
Cut it out.
Sing it.
Dang.
I enjoyed Jaden Spider-Man, and I don't even care for that song too much. But I enjoyed that better than Black Spider-Man.
Okay.
That man, whoever sang Black Spider-Man, you stay in 20. Okay.
Do it. Yes.
Okay. And there we conclude top hip hop and R&B rap songs
Thank you, Mom.
albums
Because
of
Mom
20.
actually knows rap but wouldn't put Migos on her
Oh,
top 5.
Whoa. Shots fired.
Ooh,
Okay, y'all.
At the
We'll
duck.
wrap
Hang
it up.
on then. Kevin talking to people who are off screen. Now, thank y'all for watching Kaylin TV, and we'll see you in our next one.
Bye.
Where are my nuts at?